Okay, thanks for tuning in. I know it's been a while since I put a video up. So I've been doing some odd jobs that I couldn't have the instruction video that I normally would put out. But anyway, what we're looking at here is an evap canister on a Ford Freestar 2004. I'm sure they use this in multiple years. My problem that the client had with her car was she couldn't put fuel in the car. She put the fuel into the filler neck and, the gun and start pumping, and right away it would build up pressure and turn the pump off. And it was determined that the overall the system, the evap canister, was plugged up. Now, why would that cause fuel for not going into the fuel tank? Well, anytime you have a vessel, a sealed vessel, if you put liquid into it, the air that's inside of it has to go out somewhere. And Ford decided to vent the fuel tank through the evap canister to capture vapors, because we don't want fuel vapors going out in the atmosphere. And it turned out that this was plugged up, and I wanted to cut it open and see what's inside of it and why was it plugged up. And it turns out this is what's in it. These are charcal pebbles. They almost look like chocolate sprinkles. All this was inside this part, and I guess we really can't see inside of it. It's black. But so we put, that was filled in there, and then they had one of these, I guess, wedged up inside of it, and to hold it in place. Now I've lost a whole bunch more, but you can see here they filled it all the way up. What I don't understand is how this became plugged up. I mean, they also had a spring separating these two halves. So I don't know if maybe the spring tension is too much and it just packed them in to where air wouldn't flow. Before I pull this apart, I would shove compressed air in and see how much flow I would get. And it would hold a pressure for maybe 2 seconds. You pull the air nozzle out and you would get pressure bleeding out instead of going through. This is the weirdest thing. But anyway, if you have a problem with putting gas in your tank and you have a Freestar, I highly recommend just replacing this canister. You get it from Ford, and it will also come with the vent valve as well. But well, I can't turn this upside down. I was going to show you how it goes together, but essentially this sits on top of that and holds everything in place. That's why they have this big seam here, and I cut into that seam, separated the two. It's just the weirdest thing. If anyone else has dealt with this, feel free to give me a comment. Because we had also replaced the vent valve thinking that was plugged up, and that didn't solve the problem. The only thing left in the system was this thing. So anyway, thanks for watching, and this is Steve's Auto Care.